than they have. I mean, Eastern started off with a decent-sized roster, lost a few guys to injury, lost a few guys to just leaving the program. I mean, these other teams have a lot more options and depth pieces. As the Warriors take the field for this 1st and 15, Bird takes the snap, hands off to Shuck. Shuck trying to get up past the line. He's going to get up to about the original line of scrimmage.
Looks like the ball came out.
The ball came out. Not sure who recovered that one.
2nd down and 9 coming up. Now the ball is really rolled down. It's Warriors on top of it.
Yeah, good recovery there for the Warriors. 10-14 to play in this one. Eastern still trails 6-0. If you're just joining us, I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie for WSLM. 10 minutes has just been eclipsed. Bird directing traffic, has 3 wide receivers to his left, looks to throw to the left. Topi trying to come back for that one. Would have been an acrobatic catch on that one. Not going to be able to reel it in, setting up a 3rd and long here.
This passing game for the Warriors is struggling so far. They're 2 for 5 on the passing, one of those being a touchdown. So in gameplay here in this drive, they've thrown 2 passes, completed only one of them. They're 50% on this drive, slowing their pace down a little bit, finding their footing.
Yeah, this is certainly the best passing offense the Musketeers have seen so far this year. As they take the field again, 3 wide receivers off to the left, none on the right. Bird takes the snap, looks to throw to the screen to the right side. He's going to be met, breaks a few tackles. He's going to get up to about the 1st down marker. A nice gain for Holbrook on the play. Was originally met early by Dukes, kind of disposing of him pretty early, and there's a hurt Musketeer down on the play. He's back up. It was Nathaniel Rankin. He was quick to get back up after laying down for a second. Might come out to be checked on. He's still in the game for now.
4th down and short, coming up about 2 yards here for the Warriors.
Going to see what they do here. Almost getting the Musketeers to jump off sides there. 11 seconds on the play clock. Bird looking for the snap now. Takes it. Hands off to Shock. Musketeers, and they're going to get in the backfield, and they're going to bring him down short. Maybe about a gain of 1 on the play, but regardless, a huge stop for the Musketeers.
A play the defense of the Musketeers has been wanting all night. Already down 6-0. Not a big margin yet. We're glad to see the Musketeer offense come back on this field now, about quarter of the way through this second half quarter.
That's a huge stop there, Eli. I mean, always looking to get defensive stops whenever you're facing a team that scored 56 points last week. You've got to be able to keep it close or it could get ugly early. This Musketeer team taking the field once, Musketeer offense taking the field once again. Ball on the 33 on the right hash. Heading left to right on your radio dial. 9 minutes left in this one. Takes the snap, hands off to McBride. McBride trying to get up to about the line of scrimmage. Met originally by number 42, Barnett. And he is going to be wrapped up for about a gain of 1 on the play.
We still see Jones on this sideline over here, not quite finding what he wants to be doing. As he's not getting in there, using his power back skills. We're seeing a lot of trouble now for the Musketeers. That can make a big crucial injury for the Musketeers tonight.
Yeah, Braden Jones finally back out on the field. Nathan McBride exiting. He had a good little run in there at running back after just the 1 carry for 1 yard last week. As the Musketeers prepare for this 2nd and 9, Bannett in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the left, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Jones, keeps it himself, gets met at the line, gets up for about a gain of 3 or 4 on that one.
Nice run from Bannett there. Usually it's to the power back, but this time, like for the 2nd time tonight, he keeps it himself, finds the outside run, and gets about 5 on the play.
Yeah, Eastern having a little bit of success in this one with the quarterback keepers. Has already gone to it 3 times. Bannett with a nice little amount of carries here tonight. As the clock just passes 8 minutes in the first half. 6-0 is still the score. Eastern trails. 3rd down and 5 from the 38. Bannett with 2 wide receivers to the right. Jury all alone on his left in single coverage. Takes a snap. Hands off to Jones. Jones tries to lay a few out. He's going to get down. People trying to say that one might have been fumbled, but Musketeers going to set up shop on this 4th down and about 4 on this one.
The Musketeers are not finding their way very quickly tonight as they're running the ball on 3rd and long. Now it's bringing up a 4th down and 3 for them now. As Jones is only able to get about 2 on that run, Musketeers have put the ball away for the 2nd half of the night.
Yeah, Musketeers, we had a comment earlier. The offense could be the best defense for them so far. So far, that is not holding up. tonight. I mean, Eastern struggling to get the offense moving so far. Bannett back to punt this one. He's got a clean pocket. A good punt there. Going to bounce at about the 20, rolling down to about the 15, now to about the 12. A nice Musketeer bounce, and that one is going to be downed by number 62. Or wait, no, that's Connor Gilstrap on the play. 52 downing that one. A little bit of good special team showing there from the Musketeers, Eli.
It sure is. Bannett's able to find his punting groove tonight, sending the ball away really deep. These first 2 punts of the game, the Warriors are now setting up shop at the 11-yard line on their own side of the field.
Yeah, following that blocked punt, we've seen 2 really nice punts so far for Bannett. Got to see if he continues to punt well. I mean, the Musketeers hope that he doesn't have to punt again all night, but this Warriors defense has looked good so far tonight. As their offense takes the field once again, Bird directing his troops. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap, hands off to Shock. He's going to be met up the middle for about a gain of 2 on that one.
Shock was able to find his footing quickly, got blocked there by the Musketeers on a quick up to the defensive line and was stopped there quickly.
Yeah, Shuck met early on that one, ends up with about a gain of 3 on the play. As there's 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first half here from Eastern High School. Scottsburg still leads 6-0 here. Ball on the 14 for this 2nd and 7. Bird trying to direct some traffic around. 3 receivers to the left once again. Takes a snap, looking to throw this time. There's one out long. That one's going to be thrown deep, and that one's going to be batted down by the Musketeer DB. I believe that was Reese Weininger. We're going to have a flag on that play.
We have 2 flags down on the play. It looks like one in the backfield, one on this near sideline about the 18. Not offensive penalty there. Too many men on the field, it looks like. That'll be a declined penalty, I imagine, bring up a 3rd down in about 8 on the play.
Yeah, that was a great play on the ball from Reese Weininger on that one. He's kind of seen a little bit of his play time tick down as the season's gone on, but a great play to bat that one down, setting up this 3rd down after that penalty was declined. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left in this one. Eastern still trails 6-0.
We'd like to see Bannett on this next drive for the Musketeers get around and find the passing game to hopefully get this thing going because they're keying in on Jones, like a comment said on our Facebook. We need to find Bannett getting the ball opened up a little bit outside, finding it. Right now, I have a scoring update from West Washington. West Washington is playing Crawford County, up 13-0 in the 2nd quarter there. We are seeing a good ball game in closing there for maybe a shutout for Crawford County.
Yeah, I think I could infer what the scoring update's going to be the rest of the night from there. Probably West Washington a lot to Crawford County scoring a little. It's not looking awesome for Crawford County since they played the Musketeers still winless out there in Marengo. Hopefully they can get that one turned around a little bit. As we had a timeout on the field for the Musketeers ahead of this 3rd and 7 here. We're going to get back to Eli for a couple more scores around the area.
We have Salem playing at Charlestown tonight, 8-0. As Eastern will have to play it here against Charlestown next week. Will be a good contest to see what Salem does to stop Charlestown as they're down 8-0. Providence playing at Corden Central up on the Panthers, 16-0. North Clarksville at North Harrison. North Harrison taking that one quickly, 21-0. That's in the 2nd quarter as well.
Bird taking his offense back onto the field following that timeout. It's a 3rd and 7 from the 14. Ball on the right hash. Going to be interesting to see what Scottsburg does here on 3rd down. Bird steps back to throw. There's one real deep. Holbrook trying to get underneath of it, and he is not going to be able to. Setting up a 4th down here. That's got to be a catchable ball there, Eli.
It sure does. That quarterback has a very strong arm on him. Able to launch that one 30, 40 yards on that play in the air the whole time. Couldn't quite find his receiver, about 2 steps in front of him, not quite in stride, bring up a 4th and 7. We'll see the punter for the Warriors the first time tonight.
Yeah, Nathan Bird, the 6'1", 167 quarterback. He had a nice ball there. I mean, looked to be catchable from Holbrook if he would have just maybe put some arms out to catch that one. As Topi punting it from about his end zone. Great punt there. Going to land at about the 40. Take a little bit of a Musketeers bounce to about the 43, 44 there. Eastern setting up with great field position after that huge stop 6-0 is still the score. Scottsburg leads the Musketeers with 6 minutes left in this first half, Eli.
We'll see this Musketeer offense for the third time, maybe fourth time tonight. Coming up here after this break, this intermission break between possessions. But right now we're trying to key on what the Musketeers can do differently to hopefully get Jones going, or maybe even find Bannett stepping back in the pocket looking for a receiver and not being pressured.
Eastern's offense has just got to get going. I mean, Eastern's defense has been huge for them tonight. They've got to be able to give them a little bit of help and help themselves from the offensive side to get themselves back tied up or even taking a lead on this drive here, Eli. Bannett back in the shotgun. He's got 2 on the right, Drury all alone on the left. He's got Jones in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Jones, tries to get up the middle, and that is going to be a nice little gain on the play for Bannett on another successful quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper is going to be a huge thing tonight. As we mentioned previously, these Warriors are keying in on Jones for that run game. Jones was able to find a way outside, act like he had the ball, but Bannett ended up keeping a quarterback keeper once again for the third time. Get about 6 yards on that one. Check it down in short.
Yeah, Coach Dean showing some of his cards here early. Not afraid to go to the quarterback keeper, and it has certainly paid off so far. Same wide receiver setup as last time. Drury still has single coverage off to the left. Scottsburg showing blitz once again. Jones in the backfield, takes the snap. He's going to have the handoff. He's going to get up to about the first down marker. Going to be depending on where it gets marked. I think he's got a first down there to keep this Musketeer drive going down into Warrior territory.
A first down on that one for Jones as he ran into his own lead blocker there, ended up pushing him over. Could have probably got about 10 to 15 yards instead of just 6. But now we're seeing the Musketeers in Warriors territory for the first time tonight on their own power as they're penalized, putting them in the Scott Warrior territory earlier, but then sacked and brought back and punting the ball away.
Yeah, Eastern having 3 drives finishing in Warrior territory. No points so far. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. 6-0 still is the score. Scottsburg leads. Bannett motioning Temple through. Takes a snap. He's got a speed option. Fakes it to Jones. Falls forward for about a few on the play. A frustrated Braden Jones, but I think that was probably a good read there for Bannett.
I do too. Looks like Scottsburg would have put their hand out and got a hand on that one to push it away. Putting the ball in the fumble, Bannett made the right decision, making the quarterback keeper there, getting about 5 on the play.
Yeah, Jones a little frustrated that he didn't get the ball on that one. I think a fairly good read there for Bannett as the Musketeers continue to drive. Ball on the 41 here on the right hash. 4:14 to play. Bannett, 2 wide receivers to his right. Drury all alone on the left. Jones still in the backfield. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Pressure's coming. A decent throw towards Weininger's direction. That ball's going to end up on the sideline, setting up a 3rd and 6 here for the Musketeers.
This pass defense for the Warriors is bringing pressure very quickly, not stopping to that Musketeer offensive line, making sure that Bannett is uncomfortable in that pocket, finding passes away, but not able to complete them when it comes down to it, having his third incompletion tonight.
Scottsburg showing blitz frequently, bringing it just as often. A decent little throw there under pressure was Bannett. Got it in Weininger's direction, kind of went through his arms a little bit. And I believe we are going to have another Eastern timeout here. We will be right back after a break from our sponsors. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first half. Eastern trails 6-0.
It's almost time for Halloween Boo Bash 2023, coming up at the Stevens Memorial Museum in Salem on Saturday, October the 28th from 5 to 6:15 p.m. Bring the kids to trick or treat in costume and make your way through the grounds of the museum as you visit booths decorated by local businesses, civic groups, and organizations in the community. The event is free and all are welcome. Bring the children in costume and stroll the museum grounds on Saturday, October the 28th from 5 to 6:15 p.m. If your business, church, or group would like to participate, call 812-620-7271 or email wslmradio@gmail.com for more information.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School as the teams trot back out here for this 3rd and 6. Eastern trails the Scottsburg Warriors 6-0. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in this second quarter. Eastern with a very large wide receiver package, calling Nathan McBride back in to be a wingback. 2 wide receivers to the right. The lone is Drury on the left. Bannett looking for the snap. Takes it. Fakes the handoff to Jones. Tries to pass here. There's one deep. Caden Temple getting held on that one. I don't know if that was a catchable ball, but a great job selling that one for Bannett, and that should keep this Musketeer drive going, Eli.
We saw two simultaneous flags after that one initial one, looking to see what the referees all have the same conclusive call here. But Bannett was under pressure once again. That Scottsburg pass press defense is really getting under pressure tonight, causing a lot of problems for this Musketeer offense.
Yeah, Caden Temple's catch attempt there was definitely hindered by the Scottsburg defense. Not a great play there for Scottsburg, as I think that ball is probably just going to soar right over his head. But a huge break for the Musketeers as they get the ball down to the 25, deep in Warrior territory. They have almost certainly got to punch this one in, Eli.
They do right now before the half, 3:56 to go. We'd like to see Bannett and the Musketeer offense put this one in the end zone. Hopefully take the lead going into the locker room.
Bannett with Jones in the backfield. Jones switching sides in that backfield. Bannett taking the snap, hands it off to Jones. Jones gets up the line of scrimmage, churning forward for a little bit. Going to be ruled for about a gain of 3 on that one.
Nice run from Jones there. He's done it multiple times tonight and in previous games. Just keeps those feet turning. We mentioned it, Dylan, previously. He runs like he's mad at the ground. I like that analogy when we're talking about it. He is mad at the ground every time he runs. You could, if you're down there close up to him, I'm sure on the field, you can hear his stomping, trying to break to that defense.
3 minutes and 25 left in this first half. Eastern trailing by 6-0 here, but they are driving, trying to equalize before the half. 3 wide receivers to the left, Temple all alone on the right. Think we are going to maybe have another timeout here for the Musketeers. That is their third and final timeout. I'm impressed that they got them all in the second quarter rather than in the first quarter. But 3:10 left in this one. We'll be back after another commercial break here for WSLM. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie, and we'll be right back.
Hi, folks. Robert Quigley here, America's Independent, Washington, D.C. We're on the road to the White House. Today, who is Quigley? I'm a Navy child from Lexington, Kentucky. I earned 3 law degrees, 2 bar exam passes. I worked in the trenches in East Asia and Europe for 10 years as a young man. I've got 30 years of business ownership experience, including retail stores, wholesale businesses, production workshops. I've done stints in finance on Wall Street and in many other areas. Quigley and team, we're taking the White House to make government work for the people. We will tackle climate repair, introduce Quigley Care. We're going to create millions of new business owners.
We welcome you back to Eastern High School, home of the Musketeers, as Eastern trails the Warriors 6-0. 3:10 left in this first half. 2nd and 7 from the 27. Bannett has it in shotgun. Looks for the snap, takes it, fakes the handoff to Jones, keeps it himself again, breaking a tackle, getting up the field a little bit to about the 20 before being wrapped up on the play by the Warrior defender, Craig.
And that QB keeper is something we're seeing quite a bit tonight, about 5 times itself in the first half here. Warriors are starting to figure it out quite a bit more now, as it's 3rd down and about medium, 3rd and a few now for the Musketeers, 3rd and 4 to be exact. We're seeing quite a bit for the Musketeers now struggling on this offensive end.
Yeah, Bannett on that quarterback keeper, breaking a couple of tackles before being met by 6', 285 Benjamin Craig on the play. 3rd and 4, Bannett takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks for Temple. Going to be hit as he's trying to catch that one. A good defensive play there for the Warriors. 3rd and 4 turns to 4th and 4 with 2:29 left in this first half. Going to see what Eastern draws up here on 4th down, Eli.
If there would have been a flag any time during the game, that would have been a flag right there. The defender got there very early on the defensive stance on that pass to Temple. He got hit right as he was attempting to catch the ball. But the ball had not got there quite yet. He was going into position to catch the ball and got hit.
That's a 50-50. I feel like that was a good play by the cornerback on that one, setting up a difficult but manageable 4th and 4 here for the Musketeers. As we previously mentioned, they still trail 6-0. As Caden Temple, I believe, is going to be coming off the sideline, maybe shooken up a little bit after that hit. Going to see what is up here.
Yeah, we're going to see more of this Musketeer offense struggling now, as they're going to may lose Temple on an injury from that previous play, getting hit on that one. But now Scottsburg coach was talking over, and we'll have another timeout here. 4th and 4 for the Musketeers. Don't know what they can do differently here, try to convert.
Yeah, Eastern having a very, very bad habit developing in this first half, and that habit is these drives just stalling out in Warrior territory. They have got to be able to finish off some of these drives. Majority of the drives have been ending in Warrior territory, but still 0 points for the Musketeers in this one. They trail 6-0. 2:27 to go. We're back from timeout. Both teams are getting set. Musketeers, 2 wide receivers off to the right. Jury all alone on the left for this quintessential 4th down here. Bannett, shotgun with Jones to the left. Jury coming through, flips it out to Jones, and he's going to be met early, trying to turn back upfield, but he is not going to get the first down. Big stop for the Warriors on that one.
We've seen that play quite a few times in previous games. That one is not one that's going to keep. I'm going to work on a 4th and 4. He goes outside, fakes it to Drury as he motions him across the middle of the field once again. But this time, not quite something you want to see. It's a big problem for the Musketeers now.
I thought we were going to see the Drury lead blocker play that we have seen a lot, but we didn't quite see it there. Drury, just the decoy, not a lead blocker on that one. As the Warriors set up shop, attempting a 2-minute drill here. Ball on the 22. Bird looking for the snap. Got a little bit of a trick formation here. Looking for Holbrook. There's one deep to Topi. Topi, that one's going to be caught at the 45. Miraculous catch by the receiver, Topi, on the play. That is a crazy catch there, Eli.
Man, Topi was able to climb the ladder that time and find the reception up in the air when no one else could see it. I lost it in the lights, but now Topi was able to find it, bring it down. Temple's in coverage, could not quite take that one down.
I originally thought Temple got a hand on it, but the Warriors in hurry-up offense, 2 minutes to play. Looking to throw again is Bird. Taking off on his own. Gets still behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Gets up to the sideline. Going to get up for about a gain of 3 on the play on that one. Great job for Bird to evade the sack there.
About a 3-yard run there for Bird. Bird was initially looking to keep the ball there, but he kept his eyes downfield looking for a receiver. Ended up having to take it in his own hands, finding nobody. Bring up a 2nd down and 7, 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he was evading in a very smart play from the sophomore quarterback to stay behind that line of scrimmage, keep his options open. We've seen it in the past with a Cody Bannett scramble where he went past the line of scrimmage and tried to pass. Bird back out here again, hands off to Shuck. Shuck getting outside, breaking the tackle, and he's going to get up the field for a 1st down before getting out of bounds. Minute 50 on the clock, and the Warriors offense is driving once again.
About a 6-yard pickup there for Shuck. A little close, very, very close to the 1st down marker. Not quite there yet. 3rd and 1 as the Warriors are now working down the field very quickly after that huge catch to start the drive.
Really thought he had it there, but Bird lining up in a big package, going for the quarterback sneak. Believe he is going to have the 1st down on that one. Minute 47, the clock will stop after the 1st down. Ball on the 37, this Warriors team trying to get a 2-score lead going into the half, Eli.
We've seen overwhelming numbers of the times Musketeers have ran the ball tonight with no success. The other way around, the Warriors are trying to changing it up a little bit. They have 7 passes compared to only like 12 rushing attempts compared to only 4 passes, about 20 rushing attempts for the Musketeers. Something's got to change.
Bird taking the snap, hands off to Morgan. Morgan past the 1st down marker, down to the 20, to the 15. Gets out of bounds at around the 10 or 5 there. Another huge run for Morgan, and that one's not coming back.
A 29-yard run there from Morgan, able to find it down the field. The outside run, that outside run is plaguing the Musketeers all season, not able to find an answer for it as they're potentially giving up another touchdown before the half here.
Yeah, Braden Morgan, the more of a power back if Scottsburg has one in this offense. The senior having a great showing against the Musketeers tonight. As there's a minute 25 to go, Morgan still in the game. Bird motions one through, corrals the high snap. Holbrook trying to find the edge. Holbrook trying to get to the edge. He's going to get in the end zone there. We're going to see on that one, originally a touchdown on the field. Scottsburg going to take a 12-0 lead here. Holbrook getting it on the jet sweep following the wild snap. Bird corralling it, getting it to his wide receiver, him setting the edge, getting into the end zone for a 12-0 Warriors lead.
12-0 now for the Warriors, like you mentioned. It's becoming to a big plague now, epidemic for the Musketeers, as they only have 1:14 to go now to try to find an answer for this Warrior offense.
Bird back on the field for the two-point conversion. They got an RPO. Topi just out of his hands, dropped on the play. Score's going to stay here at 12-0. Musketeers going to have 1:12 in this one to maybe get some points going into the half, as the Warriors do get the ball coming out of the half, Eli.
Right now, I want to take this time to do a trivia question this week like last week. A quick trivia question like last week. This question is now, Luke Dean got hired as coach for the Musketeers in 2015. How many times has he beaten the Warriors since his career has started?
Good trivia question once again. Not as – I think I liked last week's more, but still a good trivia question. Eli, like we said, new segment last week, going to be having the trivia question. You either play by yourself at home, leave us a comment in the Facebook chat or any chat that you're listening from. We will reveal the answer at halftime during our halftime show. Don't go anywhere after this half is over. 1:12 to play in this one. Musketeers going to have 1:12 to get this offense going. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it going, Eli.
I don't think so either. They've been struggling in all cylinders. That pass defense has been getting back in the backfield and pressuring Bennett crazily in ensuing these previous drives for the Musketeers. And that run game cannot seem to get going, as they've had the biggest run they've had. It's a 10-yard run, and that one was just to get back to the regular change.
Yeah, a substitution here for the Musketeers. Normally, Caden Temple is back beside Drury to return kicks. Now is Nathan McBride, and I'm looking on the sideline. I'm having a hard time even seeing if Caden Temple is out here right now. Might be getting blocked by a guy that I can't see right now, but he is not in the game on this kickoff to end this first half.
He's not. He got shaken up on that attempted catch on the previous drive for the Musketeers. Shaking him up a little bit, and now we're going to see if they can redeem themselves without Temple.
Yeah, he's being checked out by the trainer right now. A little bit of a squib kick fielded cleanly by the Musketeer, and he's going to have some room to the 50, to the 45, down to the 40, and that is a huge, huge recovery and return for the Musketeers.
We didn't see Jury that time, but all around, this Musketeer return team kickoff knows how to do it. They don't struggle at all. We got this stuff. We got it going quite a bit now, as they're now setting up shop now with 58 seconds to go at the 37-yard line.
Connor Cleek catching that squib kick, taking it. Only had about the kicker to beat there. Just under a minute left in this first half. Eastern in scoring range now. Going to have 58.3 seconds left. Ball in the 37. 1st and 10. Bannon in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. He finds McBride. McBride going to catch it, get hit. Ball is going to be running here. Eastern going to have to get back to the line of scrimmage here fast. Time is still ticking here. 45, 2nd and 3 here. Eastern in the hurry up. 2 running backs in the backfield. A receiver to each side. Bennett takes a snap, and he's just going to spike that one. Setting up a 3rd and 3 here. 37 seconds left in the first half.
Like you said, 3rd and 3 coming up. 36 to go. This is a huge chance for the Musketeers to cut this lead in half before the break. We're going to see quite a bit of elusive offense here from the Musketeers, trying to find outside gains and passing gains. It's going to be a hard time now as we see the Musketeers trying to find their way.
Eastern has gone to the 4 wide receiver set quite a bit whenever they are underneath 2 minutes, but not going to be able to do that without Temple. Going to have 3 wide receivers out here. McBride and Drury on the left. Weininger alone on the right. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jones. Gets up past the line of scrimmage. He's going to get a first down. And crucially, that one's going to stop the clock at 34.5 seconds. Eastern going to have to be ready to snap this one once the chains get set, as they get a first down to the 30 now. Bannon getting his team back to the line. The clock is running again. We're under 30 seconds in this one. Bannon looking for the snap. 22 on the clock. Takes the snap. Looks to throw now. Steps up. Going to be met in the backfield, evading a sack still. Trying to get up past the line of scrimmage. Down to the 20. A nice run for Bannon, but just 11 seconds. We're going to see if the Musketeers can get another snap off or not.
Very quickly off going here.
5 seconds left. Bannon 3, 2, 1. He's going to get it down with a minute. Going to have a flag on the play. 1.5 seconds left. Going to be interesting to see what the call is here.
Might be an illegal shift on the Musketeers here, as they had some of the players in the backfield motioning as the play with balls being snapped. Yep, they're moving back 5 yards.
Yeah, moving them back 5 yards. I think we're just going to see one last shot for the end zone. Cody Bannett not really having the leg for this type of field goal. Oh, and the clock going to run. And instead of throwing the ball in that one, Cody Bannett spiking it, and we are going to be taking that one to halftime. Scottsburg leads the Musketeers 12-0. Eastern hasn't quite got the offense going so far, and we're going to see if they can't do that in the next half. We're going to take a short ad break and then come back for Commissioner's Corner. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here for WSLM, and we'll be back here shortly.
Lion Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. NFC North action ahead this week from Green Bay with Jordan Love and the Packers coming off a 3-score fourth-quarter comeback win last week. Now they host Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions, who also moved to 2-1 with a victory on Sunday. Join me and newly inducted Hall of Famer Joe Thomas for all the action on Thursday Night Football.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. We call this the Commissioner's Corner. Commissioner, busy time as always. We tournament-wise, girls golf wrapped up this past weekend. Carmel with the team championship. Samantha Brown from Westfield, the medalist. You got tennis getting ready to start, cross country getting ready to start, soccer, volleyball, all on the horizon. Plus the pairing show for football coming up Saturday. It's an understatement to say it. I'll say it anyway. You're very busy around the state, member institutions, and at the IHSAA office right now.
Yeah, and we like to say it's a good thing. we like being busy, but when we're busy, it means kids have an opportunity to participate.
Sure.
Coach, I was out of golf this past weekend, and we had 2 just gorgeous days of golf. Again, the level of our athletes, the level that they participate at, it's just incredible. I was sitting on the 18th fairway coming into the green, and I watched 4 girls, group after group after group, all hit tee shots or approach shots like I only dream about. They were sticking that green within
right.
They all had 30 putts, and I'm sitting there saying, why can't I do that? But those girls played incredible, and Samantha Brown didn't. She's tried to win this thing for several years, and Saturday was finally her day as a senior to win a state championship. And obviously Carmel did great, but yeah, we're rolling right now.
You are rolling, and you mentioned, the skill level of the ladies. It's not, it's every sport. I mean, I've done this show for a while, been involved with Indiana Sports Talk for a while, and I've been around it. I'm just amazed at how much better kids seem to be getting literally on a year-to-year basis. And, in large part because of the great coaches we have around our state.
It is. And it's coaches that, they don't take from kids, they give to kids. And when they give to kids, they challenge them to be better people. They challenge them to do great things. They challenge them to be incredible students in the classroom. And I often talk about those lessons that they get to put in their toolbox for the rest of their life. And that's what our coaches are doing for these kids. And when they're in an education-based system, sure, we can train skill, but coaches in an education-based system train the person too. And again, they find a way to challenge these kids to do things they didn't think they could do. And that's why we have such incredible athletes in this state.
All right, Sunday, Paul Condry and I will be there. You've always been gracious host. We have the pairing show. It's a huge night for everyone around the state, and we are excited about the opportunity, clearly. But I think more than anything, it's just that it's time to play for championships, and people will now know after this weekend what that last week of regular season is about and what the tournament's going to be about. And the IHSATV.org network, the Champions Radio Network, has become an amazing force, Paul, and I congratulate all of you, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. And it is. It's been a vision that started many, many years ago, to be frank. And the origins of Indiana Sport Talk showed us that talking about high school sports on the statewide platform means something. And so, Coach, they tune in. I was with somebody this past weekend, and they were telling me how much they love listening to sports talk on Friday and Saturday night. And just a sports fan, they just love what high school sports do. And you have a vehicle for that. And so we've just tried to expand that. IHSA TV this year is we're going solo this year. We're going to broadcast as many sectional and regional contests for free. That was a as we have broadcasters for, and then there will be a ticket at the same. You can watch the semi-state and the state finals on IHSATV.org. The great thing about it is the cost to watch it online is no more expensive than the cost to buy a ticket to go to the event. Mm-hmm. And so, we're going to do that solo this year through IHSATV.org, and I think we're going to have a great product for fans to be able to watch across the state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
If you're looking for the best Mexican food, stop in today at El Camino in Salem. And don't forget to stop in before the game or come in up until 10 p.m. on Friday or Saturday. Come in during lunch for great specials during the week starting at just $5.65. The Speedy Gonzalez for $5.65. A taco lunch, $5.65. The quesadilla or enchilada lunch for just $5.65. Or try your choice of lunch fajitas for $9.95 or the burrito zapata. New menu coming soon at El Camino in Salem, and they're hiring servers. Weekly specials include Tuesday's taco special, buy 3, get 1 free, and Sundays, kids' meals are half price. Whether you stop in before or after the game, El Camino's is something for everyone in the family. Open till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and weekdays 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Stop in at 403 South Main Street in Salem, or call ahead at 812-586-0199 for carryout.
Hello, folks. Craig Martin at Billy Martin's Store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us your best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor coverings in Washington County for another year. At Billy Martin's Store, we have so much more to offer our loyal customers. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE Hot Point and Speed Queen appliances, but also a full line of home furnishings as well. Beautiful, quality name brand furniture and living room suites, sectionals, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sectionals. And Bose Bedding, made in the USA, and Moe's Furniture and Bedding is made right here in Southern Indiana. Billy Martin's Store has a nice display of all of your floor covering, carpets, vinyls, tiles, laminates, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home and business estimates, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin's Store offers you free delivery, free haul away, and our own professional service on what we sell. Janice, Tanya, and I will be happy to help you in selecting the perfect item for your home or business and stand behind you if you have a problem. Billy Martin's Store has been serving Southern Indiana and the Louisville area for 164 years and counting. As the 5th generation and Tanya the 6th, we would like to say a big thank you for all of your support year after year. Billy Martin's Store is located in the heart of downtown Martinsburg, or feel free to call us at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help you.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baden. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, a gift for the birthday child, meals with the choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, along with fries, choice of drink for each guest, a birthday cake, and ice cream. Now the Play Place is closed for an inclusive 2-hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your party for Salem, Mitchell, or West Baden today. Renee and her staff will set everything up, take care of all the serving and work during the party, and take care of all the cleanup. All this for a party of up to 10 kids for $130. And it's just $5 for additional children. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Baden will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-788-0126 today and get your next party on the schedule.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Corden, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge, or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team will work their magic to secure the best rates and terms tailored to your needs. Touchdown! And there's more. John Jones Auto Group is offering game-changing incentives, lease specials, and low APRs. Make this the perfect time to drive home a deal you won't find anywhere else. Don't fumble this opportunity. Visit John Jones Auto Group today at any of our 4 locations. Or you can check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
Bring on the garlic. Get ready for another epic event this summer with Papa John's new Garlic Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza. This is the 3rd version of Papa John's Stuffed Crust Pizza. First, there was the regular cheese stuffed crust, and then they added pepperoni into the crust. Now, this pizza has garlic in 3 places: in the crust, on the crust, and in a cup with its special garlic dipping sauce. The pizza has a blend of cheese with garlic seasoning inside the crust and more garlic seasoning on top of the crust. It's available as a large pizza for just $13.99. Papa John's also has a garlic chicken pizza, which has a hand-tossed original crust with real cheese, vine-ripened Roma tomatoes, grilled all-white chicken, artichoke, roasted garlic, and fresh cremini mushrooms on a zesty garlic ranch sauce. Call 812-883-3369 to reach your Salem Papa John's, or stop in at the corner of Main and Hackberry Streets to pick up your hot, fresh pizza today. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Don't forget to get your Papa John's for those Friday night tailgates. Order a pizza and tune into the game on WSLM 97.9 FM or WSLM 1220 AM or streaming on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School. We're back here with our trivia answer. The people on Facebook had it right. Have only beat Scottsburg 1 time back in 2018. The Musketeers won that game 24-14. As Mr. Albertson had mentioned, the only time the Musketeers have defeated the Warriors. Eli, we got 3 minutes till we're back in action. Probably will get a couple more minutes added back. But what are some keys and crucial stats from that first half, Eli?
Well, we saw for the Musketeers only 26 yards passing, 2 for 5 in that first half. Bannett was not able to find himself going in the first quarter, throwing a few passes incomplete over the top of his receivers of Temple a few times there. But the defense of the Warriors has been in his face the whole game so far, pressuring him without any question, making him uncomfortable in that pocket, making him release passes earlier than he wants to.
What was the total yards there for the Musketeers in the first half?
Total yardage was like 86 yards, total yards of offense.
Yeah, that's kind of a bad sign there for the Musketeers because I believe Topi for Scottsburg has probably outgained the entire offense by himself on just a couple of plays. Eastern really going to have to get an offensive explosion going in this second half. It's all going to start with the defense, though. They have to get a stop opening up this second half as Scottsburg deferred to the second half in the opening coin toss. We got 2 minutes left here in this halftime. Still, neither team fully on the field. Got a couple of centers taking snaps out there currently. But let's get let's go back to the keys to the game. Let's evaluate those. Let's see if any of them have came true. I mean, we don't know a lot, but we like to guess and act like we do sometimes. Let's run down through those game keys once again, Eli.
We said for Eastern to pressure the Scottsburg offense. So far, they are not doing so. They're giving up too many quick yardage and too many long bombs down the field over the top, breaking that secondary. And then for controlling possession time, they're not doing that either. They're getting off the field too quickly. Like recently, they spiked the ball with 1.5 seconds to go. That's not controlling possession time at all. They're trying to rush themselves too much. Open the passing game up. That 26 yards in the first half really speaks for itself that they do not have the passing game open at all. It's really slowing them down, causing a lot of problems, making things a lot harder for them now as they're down 12-0 at the half. Scottsburg.
Yeah, let's go back to the Scottsburg keys from pregame.
Scottsburg, we said keep momentum from last week. As of right now, they're doing so. Won 50-66 last week, up 12-0 on the Musketeers right now, and then use defensive lapses to their advantage. We've seen quite a few secondary lapses from the Musketeers, giving up huge bombs of 55 and 34 to the Scottsburg Warriors. Crazily enough, the Musketeers are struggling on the secondary multiple times tonight. And then find the outside run. They're finding the outside run, to say the least. The Warriors are getting outside when they want to, running the ball even inside when they want to. There's no question the Scottsburg Warriors are outplaying the Musketeers in every cylinder of this game.
Yeah, Morgan, the power back of sorts, was having a great time getting out of bounds. I mean, getting outside that line of scrimmage. I mean, this Warrior team has really been moving well this week. A few blemishes in this game, such as that high snap on their first drive. But, I mean, it's not going to be quite as explosive as their 49-point first half last week. But still, you can't be disappointed with a 12-point lead.
You cannot. Even though they missed an extra point and did not convert a 2-point conversion, they still have a handled lead here now. Like you said, they deferred to the second half. The Warriors will open up with the momentum already. The problem is for the Musketeers is that their offense and defense both look sluggish. Looks like they did not come to play tonight. If the weather has changed, a lot cooler, that's no excuse for the football field, as they should be warm and ready to go. Everything must be well opened up.
I think a very interesting storyline for the second half is the health of Caden Temple. He's out warming up right now. Didn't see him at the end of that drive last time to end the half. Was still being checked out after that hit that he took, a catch on that failed catch on that third down deep in that second half. Gonna see how he's feeling. I mean, we've mentioned in the past a huge part of this Musketeer offense is Mr. Caden Temple. And I mean, it would be a huge blow to this team to lose him today.
It really would. He's going to be a huge asset to the second half of the Musketeers. Last week in Salem, in that last drive to come back down and make this game a little closer, nothing crazy. He was a big asset in that comeback, not comeback win, but maintain that lead against the Salem Lions last week. But now he's injured. Coach Dean, talking to him after the game last week, he said that it comes down to one play at a time. He said to his players at the halftime locker room, he goes, would you guys rather win? Would you guys be okay with winning this game by 1 point? And their team said, no, we want to win by a lot of points. Well, no, he said at the end of the game, when they won by 1 point, he looked over his team and says, winning by 1 point, which sounds feeling pretty good, huh? And they all exploded with excitement. Now tonight, we're hoping not to repeat that process again, but it's looking to be that way as Musketeers have to fight back from down 12. We'll see how they can do the second half.
Yeah, to illustrate a little bit of the health of Caden Temple, looks like he's going to be good to go in this second half. Got almost sort of a soft cast maybe on that right arm. They were out doing jumping jacks to finish their warm-up as they normally do. He was doing them with just his left arm. Definitely going to be something to look out for. Always going to be looking out for the safety of the players first and foremost. I mean, got to make sure that they're all right and good to go. But we should be seeing Caden Temple in the second half, as we're just 30 seconds away from this opening kickoff to get this second half started. Eli, what are you looking to see from both teams?
I'm looking to see the Musketeers come out a little more aggression this time around. They're struggling on offense, throwing measly, pathetic passes that are not allowing them to open the game up a little bit. For Scottsburg, keep the momentum from the first half. They only have a 12-0 lead and be able to control the ball in the possession. I'm looking for them to slow the game down here and try to push the ball down the Musketeers' throat even more.
Yeah, Eastern's got to open this second half off with a stop. They have to kick it off here to open this second half. Both teams are taking the field now. Cody Bannett, we've mentioned it many times in the past, the kicker, the puncher, and the quarterback. He's going to bring his special teams unit onto the field. They had some good special teams plays earlier with the punt unit. Going to see how the first kickoff goes for the Musketeers tonight, Eli.
We sure will. Now they're kicking off, like you said, for the first time tonight. Bandit's punted the ball a few times tonight, but then he got the drop kick. We're going to see him use a tee for the first time as he struggled recently on trying to get the ball down the straight down the pipe, kicking towards the sideline.
Yeah, I'd love to see a little bit of boldness here from the Musketeers. Maybe you see one of those like over-the-top onside kicks that we saw Salem pull out last week. Scottsburg tried one in this game. I'd like to see a little bit of aggression here, but regardless, this second half is ready to get underway. Holbrook and Bowling are the ones back to return this kick as the Musketeers still yet to break the huddle. We are just moments away from this second half.
We sure are. I'm excited to see what we have coming for us now. The Musketeers seem to be a powerful second half team as they were last week in spurts, in different spurts. We're going to hopefully see that again tonight, getting a stop on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, Eastern still looking to play a complete game so far. They've definitely had their moments of downfall during these games as Bannett sends this one off to start the second half. That ball is going to stay inbound. Oh, not going to stay inbounds. Going to roll out. We're going to see if they're going to make them re-kick it or if they're just going to take the yards, Eli.
That ball was borderline in the field of play for that one. Would have been down at the 15-yard line roughly. But now we're going to see, like you said, if they're going to make them re-kick it or pin them down at the 40-yard line, as we've seen in previous games this year, as they've done that, punishing the kicking team.
Yeah, Scottsburg just going to opt into taking the ball from the 35. Not going to risk the chance of anything happening on special teams. Going to take the ball in the 35 to open this second half. If you're just joining us, I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie for the second half between the Musketeers and Warriors. Bird takes a snap, hands off to Shuck. Shuck gets up to about a gain of 8 on the play. A huge way to open this first half for those Scottsburg Warriors.
The Warriors repeating themselves what they did in the first half, able to find their run game very quickly, picking up 8 to start.
Bird getting off. Shuck getting up a little bit. He's going to have a first down on that play. Eastern trying to get a substitute off on that one. I don't know if he would have got off the field in time. We're going to see what the flag is called here. Face mask on the Musketeers, and that is going to keep on moving this Scottsburg team down the field.
Now inside Musketeer territory for this next play. We're going to see the Warriors offense now as they came back strong already, moving the ball about 20 yards already after the penalties in place.
Warriors now in Musketeer territory. 1st and 10 here. Looking to the sideline for the call. 11:30 to play in this third quarter. Bird takes a snap out of the shotgun. Looks to hand off to Shuck, and we are going to have a flag. I believe that's going to be a false start on Scottsburg.
Nice little pickup back. Now setting themselves back 5 more yards. 1st and 15 from the 46-yard line on the other side of the field now. We're going to see the Musketeers try to step up on their defensive game now.
Yeah, going to get the ball back down here for 1st and 15. Back now in Warrior territory. Maybe a little bit of momentum to get this Eastern fan base going. A little bit quiet on this sideline right now. Not very many students in the student section. Bird looking for the snap. Out of the shotgun. Hands off to Shuck. Shuck gets up past the original line of scrimmage, and he's going to be wrapped up at around the 45, maybe the 46.
Nice run there from Shuck. He was making sure he knew where he was going, able to find the gap, create it for him. The offensive line quickly going now for the Warriors.
Bird in the hurry up. Back to Shuck once again. He's going to be met early at the line of scrimmage. Going to get a nice little gain on the play regardless. Was met early by the Musketeer defender. I believe that is Caleb King, maybe? No, I don't think that's it. I think Connor Cleek off the edge got him early. Setting up for a 3rd and 3 here for the Warriors.
This Warrior offense is moving very quickly now, trying to catch the Musketeers off guard.
Bird back in shotgun, way back in shotgun. Hands off to Shuck. Shuck's going to have the first down and a little bit more. A lot of Musketeers in the backfield there, getting past all of them. It was looking like Eastern was going to blow that one up to get the 3rd down stop, but Scottsburg going to keep the chains moving. Now getting deeper into Musketeer territory.
We're seeing a driving Warrior offense right now. This fast-paced offense is slowing down the defense for the Musketeers, leaving more gaps open and more secondary wide up. They have no wideouts on this right side of the field here. Haven't seen a wide receiver package very heavy for the Warriors right now to start.
Yeah, another thing to look out for here. Warriors taking bobbling snap again. Eastern's going to fall on it. We're going to see who's going to have the recovery on that one. Going to have a lot of guys on that one. Who is going to recover this one?
They're going to say the Warriors have fell on top of that. About almost a 20-yard loss there for them.
Eastern appeared to have been the first team onto that pile. Losing it there was, I believe, Cleek to the snap. Another snap issue for the Warriors. Eastern has had their fair share of snap issues throughout the year. A couple so far here for Scottsburg, and unlike the first one, getting the recovery on this one.
They sure will. Now this Warrior offense is a little more confused now, a little back on their heels after that quick pace start for the second half. Now trying to find their offense once again.
Got a 2nd and 10 here from the 48. 9 minutes left in this third quarter. Eastern trails the Warriors 12-0, and we are going to have a timeout for Scottsburg. If you're just joining us, my name's Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie from WSLM, and we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
It's the return of the scariest weekend in racing as the Salem Speedway presents the Kentuckiana Ford Dealers 35th Annual Halloween 200 Weekend, presented by Red Ball Recycling and NOS Energy Drink. This will be a full weekend of racing action along with the Halloween-themed events. On Friday, October 20th, there'll be open practice 3 to 6 p.m. with a Halloween costume contest in the pavilion behind the grandstands at 6:30, followed by a trunk or treat with racers on the front stretch of the racetrack. The grandstands will have free admission on Friday. Everyone is welcome to come participate in the Halloween costume contest and the trunk or treat.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School, home of the Musketeers, where the Eastern Musketeers trail the Scottsburg Warriors 12-0. 9 minutes to go in this third quarter. Ball on the 48 for a 2nd and 21. Bird looking for the snap. He takes it. Looking to throw deep. He's got a guy looking deep for Bowling. Bowling trying to get under it. He's going to catch it. Rolling down to about the 1. A huge catch for the tight end Bowling.
Bowling able to find his footing there. Triple coverage on him right there. Musketeers another break in that secondary like we mentioned at halftime. They're allowing too many over-the-top passes. They're on the back of their heels now as the Warrior offense is looking to step up now and get a little quicker pace going.
Warriors back in the hurry up. Clock is still standstill. Clock back running now from the 3. 8:50. The Warriors looking to punch this one in. Bird bringing his team back here. Morgan's in the backfield. The power back Morgan, the senior, looking to cap off a good day so far. Fakes the handoff, looks for the throw, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Ball was dropped by the receiver, Richie, on the play. A nice little break for the Musketeers there to get settled down a little bit here for this goal line stop.
That for sure would have been a touchdown if they would have found that reception there. But now instead, it's a 2nd down and 3, ball on the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal to be more exact. We're going to see the Musketeers can make a stand in the goal line formation now.
Yeah, I expect them to go to the senior Morgan out of the backfield. Still in here, a more powerful package. Morgan gets the handoff. Bounces outside, trying to get to the edge. And he is going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 1. Eastern bending once again, not breaking. Going to have a 3rd down up here.
A 3rd down coming up for the Warriors on the 1.5-yard line now. We're going to see the Musketeers, like you said, they're bending, not breaking. That was a huge thing last week. They can bend, but they cannot break. I almost broke last week, but had a huge block kick. Now we're going to see if they can redeem themselves once again after having that huge pass play from the Warriors.
Morgan was trying to bounce that one outside the line of scrimmage, was trying to set the edge. Couldn't quite get to the edge as we have a 3rd and 2, a 3rd and goal here for the Warriors. 8:29 to go, trying to extend their lead from 12 to 18. Bird directing his guys around, got a powerful package here, and we're going to have a flag for a delay of game here. A huge penalty for the Musketeers.
Yes, it is. It sends them back now to about the 7-yard line now. Delay a game on the offense. 3rd down and 7 coming up now for the Warriors from their 8-yard line. we're going to see a huge, not 8-yard line, 6-yard line. We're going to see a huge step up now for the Musketeers, or maybe we're going to see a passing game from the Warriors offense.
Yeah, now those first 2 stops are a lot more important because now you got 3rd and 7 rather than 3rd and very short to punch it in. Warriors taking out their more powerful package, opting for 2 receivers off to the left, 1 alone on the right side is Topi. Bird looking for the snap, 7 seconds on the play clock. Bird takes the snap, looking to throw, taking pressure, steps up in the pocket, trying to get outside. Cleek is chasing, still looking to throw, finds a guy in the end zone, and that one is going to be dropped by Richie. Might have been out of bounds even if he did catch that one. Hey, 4th and 7 here, going to be an interesting decision for the Warriors here on 4th down.
I'll be interested to see if they bring the kicking unit out, trying to pooch in a little field goal now, or they're to keep that offense on the field, trying to expand their lead by 6 rather than 3.
Yeah, Topi, only 1 field goal on the year, missed that one, was almost near perfect on PATs coming into the night. Now 23 of 25. We're going to have a kick here from Topi. Going to see if he can't put this one through the uprights to extend this one from 12 to 15. Would still be a 2-score lead regardless of the make. The snap is down, up, and that one is going to be no good. Was probably almost a delay of game on the play too, but missed regardless. Going to 0 for 2 on field goals on the year is Topi, and the Musketeers get a huge goal line stop.
They do. Now the Musketeers have a chance to put this game down to 1 possession game. We're going to see if Bannett can find his way now and find the passing game, or Jones is going to end up putting a little bit more aggression behind his runs and find a little bit more ground and green grass in front of him rather than complying with that defensive stand from the Warriors.
The Musketeers getting the first part of this comeback effort to go their way, getting the stop on the opening drive. They take over on the 7. 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. Bannett trotting his offense out of the huddle. He's got 1 receiver off to each side, 2 running backs in the backfield. McBride off to his right, Jones to his left. He's in the shotgun. Scottsburg having a little bit of a shift. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to McBride, gives to Jones, met early, and that is not an ideal start for the Musketeers.
This run game cannot seem to get going for the Musketeers tonight, as they've had they need to be more negative rushes than we've had positive rushes. Now bring up a 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Musketeers on their opening drive of the second half. After that long 4-minute drive for the Warriors, we're going to see a big, tough time for the Musketeers now.
Eastern trying to get this one going. Still trailing 12-0 here. Got to get this offense going. Bannett taking the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, and that ball is going to be thrown errantly. Cody Bannett not quite being able to connect with Caden Temple there, setting up a 3rd and 12 here.
They sure are. That's going to put Bannett at 2 for 7 on the night. Not quite finding his passing tonight. It's been horrible for him so far. We're going to see if he can try to change things around. Not looking like it so far.
It's not looking great for the Musketeers so far in this one, as a crucial 3rd and 12 already. Got to get some yards here to make it an interesting 4th down. We're going to have 2 running backs in the backfield once again, Drury and Temple on their respective sides. Bannett takes a snap, hands off to McBride. He's got some steam. He's getting up a little bit. Going to be met at about the 25, setting up a 4th down here, but a good run from Nathan McBride.
About an 8 or 9 yard pickup for McBride. Not quite what they wanted yet. Now let's bring up a 4th down and 6. So a 7-yard run confirmed for McBride there. Not what they want on this play. Don't see why Dean would put out the running unit on that one, as it was a 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some success running the ball on 3rd and 4th down with Braden Jones, but I mean, not quite as much for McBride as Bannett brings his punt unit back out here, punting from his 25. Gets a good punt off. Going to be caught at about and it's muffed. Gets it about the 20 is Topi. He's got grabbed by his leg. Another nice special teams unit play by the Musketeers. Temple was seeking there, trying to recover that muffed punt. Topi gets it back and gets down at the 20.
Trying to catch that ball over his right shoulder in a punt was Topi. Topi was trying to struggle with that one, put the ball on the ground, allowing Temple to almost fall on it, but instead Temple finds his legs, wraps him up. No return gain on the play for the Warriors.
Yeah, if Topi would have been able to get out of that one, would have had a little bit of room on the return. But Caden Temple getting the stop. Warriors taking over on their own 20. 6:50 to go in this one. They lead the Musketeers 12-0. Bird looking for the snap once again. Snaps it. Hands off to Shuck. Shuck gets tripped at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a gain or 2 or 3 on the play. And there's going to be a Warrior lineman grabbing at his leg. That was Schuler. He's back up. The center, or the left guard, Schuler, popping back up after grabbing at his leg. He's going to be back up and ready to go.
Not bad run to start the drive for the Warriors here now, as the Musketeers are going to continuing being on their heels each time around, as they're having both kind of players playing either side of the ball now. A lot of Swiss Army knives on this team, not doing what they need to be doing tonight.
Warriors, 3 wide receivers off to the right. Takes a snap. He looks out for the screen. Ricky going to have it. Going to get up the sideline. Going to be wrapped up early by Caden Temple, setting up a 3rd down here. Richie, pardon me on the play. That screen was going nowhere, and Caden Temple stopped it in its tracks.
No, a 3-yard gain on that screen right there. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Warriors. Not sure how that number was created, but we're going to go with it.
Yeah, that's on me there. Didn't have a great angle on that one. Still a good tackle from Temple to limit that one, setting up a 3rd down regardless of where he was tackled there. Sorry, folks. Scottsburg looking to the sideline for the call. The boards are up high. Bird looking for the snap. Takes it. Fakes the handoff to Shock. Looks to throw another screen. That one's going to be way too high, setting up a 4th and 3 here. He had his receiver, Holbrook, who had the huge game last week of 4 catches, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He had him wide open, just overthrew him on that screen, setting up a very interesting 4th down here.
It sure is. Now we're going to see if they want to put the punting unit on the field or leave the offense out there now.
We're going to see that. Bird trying to get him back to the line. 4th and 3 for the 27. Maybe trying to get a jump off sides here. Going to see what happens here. 10 seconds on the game clock. 5:28. Still trying to get that jump off sides. We're going to see a Scottsburg timeout. Was very unlikely that they were ever going to go for that one from their own 27. I'm going to pass it back over to Eli Guthrie for a score update from around Washington County.
We're seeing Crawford County walking to West Washington now. West Washington's handling that one very, very well. 48-6 now. The Senators are prevailing over the Crawford County Wolfpack at half. Now we see Salem at Charlestown. Salem down only 10 points. 10 points to Charlestown, 24-14, about halfway through the 3rd quarter, about where we are. We're going to see if those county matchups can go down in a positive way or not.
Yeah, Salem showing a lot of fight last week versus the Musketeers. Of course, with the very exciting ending of the Braden Jones blocked field goal to secure the Musketeers their first win over Salem in over a decade. Gonna see Garrett Drury back here on the 40, trying to return this Topi punt. Topi looking for the snap. He gets it. Punts it from his 20. A good punt there. Drury gonna fair catch at about the 37. Good little catch from Drury. Good punt from Topi. Musketeers going to set up shop on the 37. 5:22 left in this 3rd quarter. They still trail by 12.
That was a nice punt there by Topi. Back to Drury over there. Now we're going to see the Musketeers for the second drive of the night, of the second half, is going to be able to find their way and get the ball down the field and score. They've only been in plus territory twice tonight, and both times they've stalled.
Yeah, I think it's maybe more 3 or 4 in plus territory, but still, regardless, the stat of stalling still holds there, as Eastern just hasn't been able to get the offense going, especially here in the second half on that first drive. Bandit back out with his 2 running backs in the backfield, takes the snap, hands off to Jones. He's got some blockers, gets past the line of scrimmage, falls past the 40 for a decent little gain on 1st down.
About a 4-yard pickup for Jones there now, setting up a 2nd down and 6. We're going to see, or 7, 2nd down and 7 now. We're going to see if Jones can open up his leg a little bit and get down the field and find some green grass.
Yeah, Eastern, 2nd and 7 here. Got to see some offense coming from them in this second half. A very limited offense in the first half. Bandit, still 2 running backs on the backfield. Takes a snap. I think we're going to have a false start on that one. That's going to be coming back. Not great there for Eastern. Have to be able to be disciplined here on 2nd and 7.
It seemed like every player was moving except for the center and Bandit. Bandit was not looking for the ball yet as the whole team left the line. going to make a play. But now it's going to be 2nd down and 12 coming up.
Yeah, wiping out that first down play by Jones all the way back to the 36 now is the Musketeers for the 2nd and 12. Clock is ticking, 4:40 left in this third quarter. Eastern trails at 12. Bannett takes a snap, looks to throw, airs one deep. That one's going to be overthrown. Caden Temple trying to get there. The closest guy to it was the cornerback Holbrook for the Warriors. Maybe lucky that one wasn't intercepted, Eli.
Bennett is now 3 for 8 on the night for passing. 2 for 8 on the night for passing. Not able to find his way throwing the ball tonight. 3rd down and 12 coming up. We're going to see if he can get a pass here tonight. Completed for more than just 7 yards.
Eastern staying out in this 2 running back set. Never mind, now motioning McBride out. 2 wide receivers to the right. Jury alone on the left. Bannett in shotgun for this 3rd and 12. He takes the snap. He drops back to throw the screen. Braden Jones gets it. Gets up to about the 40. He's going to be down short. Not going to be able to get the first down there. Setting up a 4th and about 8 here for the Musketeers. 4th and maybe about 6 or 7 here for the Musketeers.
This is almost a point where the Musketeers need to start going for it. It's going to be a huge time for them now as they're getting closer to the point to where this game is winding down to the wire.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I still feel like you got to trust your defense and punt here. Bannett doing exactly that. Another good punt for Bannett. That's going to take a bounce at the 25. Fielded by Topi. Going to be running up the field. Richie getting to the 30. Going to be wrapped up at about the 30. The new punt returner, Richie, on the play, taking a one-hopper and turning it into a decent little return for the Warriors.
Now we're going to see the Warriors offense once again. Now they're going to try stalling the game a little bit longer now. For each possession, it's going to be a longer possessed game down. So we're going to see now, Dylan, what do you think the Musketeers have to do on defense here to even more find their defensive stance and get back on the field for offense?
I mean, at a certain point, they got to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, the defense has not been the issue tonight. If you're holding this Scottsburg team who scored 56 last week to 12, I mean, you would be expecting that the Musketeers were either winning this game or very close in it, but neither of those things are true at this point as the Warriors lead stands still at 12. 3:45 to go in this third quarter as Bird takes over on offense. He takes the snap, hands off to Shuck. Shuck following some blockers, going to be met at the line, getting out of it, still going on his feet. There, getting just ruled down at about the 39, was wrapped up, kept on churning, and that is just not a great showing by the Musketeer defense.
That defense made a bad stance there now, giving up 6 yards on that run. Breaking tackles after previously thought to be down. Back about 4 yards before that, able to break contain. Shuck was able to find more room and get outside and get some more yardage.
We're going to see what the play call is here from Coach Mullins, looking to get his 30th win here tonight. 2nd and 4, 3 minutes left in this one. Takes a snap. That ball is going to be fumbled on the handoff, setting up a very, very important 3rd down for this Musketeer defense.
It sure will now. We're going to see a 3rd down and 7 coming up. A loss of 3 on that fumble. We're going to see a 3rd down and 7 now. The Musketeers get off the field this time. We'll hopefully see the Musketeer offense come out here and make something happen for the first time tonight.
Yeah, got to see a stop here for 3rd and 7 for this Musketeer defense. Almost certainly going to be looking for the pass is Scottsburg. Lucky that they fell back on that one. They've got 3 wide receivers off to the right. Shuck is still the running back. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. Airs one deep. That one's going to be long. Holbrook. That one's going to be deflected by the quarterback, Cody Bannett. Should have been intercepted. But regardless, 4th and 7 here. That one's got to be picked off, Eli.
Thankfully that he's the quarterback and not the receiver, because that one smoked him right in the face mask, and he was not ready for that one. Luckily, the ball is still back on the opposing side of the field at about the 36-yard line.
Going to see another punt here for Scottsburg. Both punts on their 2 of their 3 drives here tonight. The one non-punt was that turnover and downs where they got it all the way down to the 2 before getting penalized out and then missing that field goal. Going to see what Scottsburg's doing here. Going to have a lot of confusion on that sideline as we got some players running on and off the field, and Scottsburg is going to use their 2nd timeout. They lead the Musketeers 12-0, 2:23 to go in this third quarter. We'll be back after a short ad break.
Gary LaVox of Rascal Flats is coming to French Lick Resort. Get your tickets now and see one of country music's biggest stars on Saturday, October 28th. This concert has it all. The Rascal Flatts songs you love, plus new original hits from Gary's solo career. Tickets are going fast, so get yours now. Go to FrenchLick.com or Ticketmaster.com. We'll see you at the show.
Must be 21 to enter casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School, home of the Musketeers, as they trail the Scottsburg Warriors 12-0. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie. We will have the rest of this game here on WSLM. Eastern hoping to get a nice little punt return here. Drury on his 35. Topi gets the snap, punts it from his 20, sends a good one down the field. That one's going to land out of bounds. Musketeers probably going to set up shop at around the 25-ish.
We're going to see another Musketeer offensive chance here. Now we're going to be looking for a bigger drive now for the Musketeers as they have 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter as that opening 12 minutes will be coming soon. We need to see them put the ball in the end zone one time and get another stop.
Yeah, Eastern starting to be do or die time. I mean, just shy of this fourth quarter, still not being able to get this offense going, this high-flying offense that we have seen for most of these games, not getting on the score sheet yet. 2 minutes and 16 seconds in this third quarter. Bannett brought his team out here on offense. Got to see what Coach Dean's cooking up here, Eli.
We sure do. We got to see him open the playbook a little bit more now here and not do the same stuff he's been doing all game. Try for time for some trickery.
Got to see what is here for the Musketeers. Got Drury all alone on the left side. 2 receivers off to the right. Temple's in the slot. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jones. Tries to get up to the line of scrimmage. Tries to lay over 1. That's going to be about a gain of 1 or 2 on that play. And the run still going nowhere for the Musketeers.
Those are not the kind of runs that are going to help the Musketeers tonight. They're only putting themselves in the worse position now as the night keeps going. We're seeing Jones get 1 or 2 yards on each run he has. Now we need to see him getting more and more into it and lowering his head and getting down the field quite a bit more as 2nd down and 9 coming up. The clock keeps rolling.
Minute 45 is on the clock. 12-0 is the score. Scottsburg still leads the Musketeers. They've got 3 wide receivers off to the left. Temple looking in on the slot. Bannett takes the snap, keeps it himself, trying to run, gets up past the line of scrimmage for a decent gain on the play, getting down to about the 32 or 33 on that one.
So we're going to see about a 6-yard run there now. We've seen loss of trust in the passing game for the Musketeers now as they've only passed the ball about 2 times this half. We're seeing now more running games. That's not working for the Musketeers. Their offense is struggling on all cylinders. We got to see more offensive production.
Cody Bannett with a good play to set up this 3rd and 4. Eastern almost certainly going to need a conversion here. Minute on the clock. Cody Bannett looking for the snap. 8 seconds on the play clock. He gets the offering. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it again. Gets up. Gets met at the line of scrimmage by Bowling, and he is going to be wrapped up. Going to be a 4th and 5 here as that clock keeps on ticking. Going to be an interesting decision here, Eli.
They got to go for it this time around, I feel like. I think it's 4-down territory no matter how they look at it. They cannot afford to put the ball away now. Nope, they're going to put the ball away. This is a big decision now for Dean and the Musketeers.
I mean, when you're this deep in your own territory, it's always risky to go for it, especially when you're this far behind the sticks. I mean, if it's a 4th and 1 or 2, I could see them going for it, maybe a fake punch or something. But I think they're going to run this down as much as they can. Bannett going to get it off. Almost was blocked there. Bounces at the 35. Going to be down by Temple at the 30. Maybe should have let that one hop one more time. But regardless, a decent punt for Bannett that was almost blocked ends up turning into a nice little Musketeer bounce.
It sure does. Now we're going to see Warriors and Bird again as he's let a few fly these past few possessions now. And hopefully Musketeers going to have an answer about it this time around as they see an even more struggling offense.
It's like we're going to see a lot more out of the running back. Braden Morgan, the senior running back, has been more of the power back for this Scottsburg offense, has broken off a few. And, I mean, these power backs get harder to tackle when these defenses are tired in the 4th. Bird is in, takes the snap, hands off to Shuck. Shuck trying to bounce outside, getting to the edge, gets hit by a few Musketeers. He's going to be wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage, setting up a 2nd and 10 here. And that's going to end our third quarter. Eastern still trails the Scottsburg Warriors 12-0. We'll be back after a few messages for the 4th and final quarter here tonight.
Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. NFC North action ahead this week from Green Bay with Jordan Love and the Packers coming off a 3-score fourth-quarter comeback win last week. Now they host Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions, who also moved to 2-1 with a victory on Sunday. Join me and newly inducted Hall of Famer Joe Thomas for all the action on Thursday Night Football.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on. Keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School as the Eastern Musketeers trail the Scottsburg Warriors 12-0. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie. Scottsburg going to see if they can't get this ball going to continue this drive. Getting tackled at his own line of scrimmage was Shuck on the previous play, not getting anywhere on that one. Setting up the second down here.
We're going to see hopefully some quicker offense here from the Warriors.
Going to take the snap is Bird. Hands off to Morgan. Morgan getting met early and going to set up another 3rd and 10 here for the Musketeers. This defense has been playing exceptionally here tonight, Eli.
They sure have. This drive right here, the series they're doing is really showing up their defensive strength. They're getting in the backfield, halting them in the run game. The passing game has not been connecting here for the Warriors this second half. We're hopeful to see another big stop for the Musketeers. Bringing Bennett back onto the field, looking in the end zone.
3rd and 10 here. 11:30 to play in this one. Bird takes the snap, hands off to Morgan, keeping that clock running, but he is going to have some space. He's down to the 50, down, gets shoved down at about the 45. That is just inexcusable defensive lapse there for the Musketeers, Eli.
That was one of the key of the games tonight, was to take those mental lapses of the defense into advantage for the Warriors, and they did right there. That Musketeer lapse in the secondary happened quite quickly, and now they give up 25-yard rush. Now the Warriors are in Musketeer territory, 45-yard line. Clock running almost under 11 minutes now.
Bird looking for the snap once again. Takes it out of the shotgun, hands off to Shuck. Gets met at about the line of scrimmage, keeps on churning. Going to have a good gain on first down. Was met by a lot of Musketeers. Ends up churning out a few on it.
He sure does. He was able to drag a few defenders there at the end, making up for a few yards he might have lost when he got hit. But now the Warriors are in a more favorable position now, the 41-yard line, setting up offense, slowing things down a little bit.
They've got a 2nd and 6 here from the Musketeer 41. 10:48 to play in this one. They still lead Eastern 12-0. No points have been scored in this second half. Musketeers trying to get a defensive stand. Shuck getting another handoff. Gets outside. Gets up. Going to be close to the first down marker, but going to set up a 3rd down here. Eastern got to get a stop at this point in the game.
They do. Another 3-yard pickup there for Shuck. Shuck was able to find the outside. The outside's been an epidemic this year for the Musketeers, letting things go outside too much and allowing that run game to progress in places they don't want it to. Now closer situation for 3rd down.
I think a big reason the Eastern Musketeers have been having a hard time containing the outside run is the loss of their edge rusher, Brody Temple. Bird taking the snap again, hands off to Shuck. Going to have a false start, and that is another big break for the Musketeers.
Yes, it is. Musketeers have shot themselves in the foot this possession after that big 25-yard rush from Morgan. And now we're going to see him push back a little bit further to the 3rd down and 8 coming up now. Hopefully Musketeers can make a stand here.
Yeah, we saw a false start save a touchdown earlier for the Musketeers. Now we got a 3rd and 8 here. Warriors going to see what they cook up here. Coach Kyle Mullins in his 9th year at Scottsburg. He's 29-52 as the head coach. Got to see what he's looking for on 3rd down. They've got a receiver off to the right, far sideline all alone. Takes the handoff. Bird looking. He's got Richie wide open. He's got a first down and more. He's going to get shoved out at about the 22. And once again, the 3rd down defense can't get there for the Musketeers.
A 21-yard pass there from Bird, caught by Richie. Richie was wide open. Now a defender within 5 yards of him. Now they're lining up at the 22-yard line, looking to put the ball in the end zone again. to put this game away.
Eastern got to get a stop here with just 9:41 left in this one. Almost do or die time here as the Scottsburg Warriors lead 12-0, looking to extend this score to a 3-score lead. Bird looking for the snap, takes it, hands off to Shuck, trying to get outside, gets up for a couple of yards, wrapped up on the play by Caleb King. A decent little first down gain for the Warriors.
It sure was. Caleb King able to stop that one in its tracks before it got too out of hand. But now we're looking to see that more from him tonight. Couldn't quite get him going on that edge rush because they ran the ball to the left side more than his side because they don't run the ball to his side. So now we're going to see a second down and 8 for the Warriors with 9:13 to go in this ball game.
Eastern got to get it going. A score would almost certainly end this game, but they still have a chance here. Warriors on their 20, on the Musketeer 21. Bird takes the snap, hands off to Shuck. He's got a little bit of room, trying to get outside. There's a flag on the play. He's going to get up to about the 15. 2 flags on the play. One was thrown when he was trying to get to the outside. That one's most likely a hold. We're going to see what that other flag was on the play.
This is the time where we see the Musketeers they get things back on penalties. It's the time where we see that they get off the field on defense because penalties are plaguing the Warriors tonight.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see what the call is here as the ball is being moved back. Holding on the Warriors will be the only flag called on that play. Setting up a 2nd and long here. Got to see this Eastern defense get off the field and give their offense a chance to maybe get their first points of the night.
That'd be ideal to see tonight, but I haven't had to use my touchdown animation yet tonight, and it's very upsetting to me because the Musketeers can't get things to go. So, luckily, we're going to hopefully see the Musketeer offense one more time or maybe 2 more times tonight. Hopefully take the lead.
Eli Guthrie and his prized touchdown animation. Bird takes the snap, hands off to Shuck. Shuck trying to get up the middle. He breaks a tackle to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he is going to get in the end zone. Shuck extending this lead to 18. He kept on running, refusing to go down, and that might be ball game here tonight.
That was a lapse in the defense once again for the Musketeers, allowing a huge gain and now a touchdown this time around. 18-0 now. The Scottsburg Warriors lead over the Musketeers. It's getting out of hand.
Still 8:28 to play in this game, but with how the Musketeer offense is moving tonight, not all that hopeful for the comeback, but we will see Topi back out for the extra point. Got to be a goldfish and forget the last 2 misses. The snap is down. The kick is up. Topi, he's going to get that one through. Forgetting those last 2 misses, extending this lead from 18 to 19. Good kick from Topi on that one.
His first PAT made tonight, but now we're going to see the Musketeer offense once again as they're struggling all night on offense. They can't seem to figure out what they need to be doing. It's struggling.
Yeah, I mean, Eastern last week, the offense wasn't that awesome. We expected it to be a shootout last week. Ended up being more of a battle of defense, but even in that defensive clash, still scoring 3 touchdowns last week. And I mean, it's got to just be better. You can't win a game if you're not going to get the ball in the end zone. And just tonight, the defense has been spectacular. We have mentioned Scottsburg scoring 56 points last week. Eastern's held them to 19. Got to be able to get going as the clock becomes the second opponent in this game, Eli.
It sure does. Now the Musketeers have, like you said, double opponents on the field now. 19-0, it's 8:28 to go. We're going to see more of a powerful aggression offense from the Musketeers now. It's going to be horrible to see if they get stopped now because it's struggling all around.
It's going to be do or die time here for the Musketeers in the 4th quarter. If you're just joining us, the Scottsburg Warriors scoring another touchdown to extend this lead to 19-0. 8:28 to play in this one. Temple back out on the return team alongside Drury. Earlier was replaced by McBride when he was still being checked out on the sideline. Gonna see if they kick it his way. Topi taking a very long step back to get this one started. Topi begins his run up. Lets one fly. A good kick. He's going to kick that one to Drury. Drury going to field it at about the 10. To the 20 now. Trying to get outside. To the 25. To the 30. Cutting upfield. To the 35. A good return for Garrett Drury. setting up the Musketeers on their own 35.
He's had quite a few good returns tonight. That one for about 20 yards, setting him up at great field position. But the offense has not seemed to be able to find their confidence tonight. They're only struggling around the cylinders, getting returns to reasonable field position on starting offense. Can't seem to get games going.
Cody Bannett trotting back out onto the field. Last week, having the huge win versus the Salem Lions, the first of the Musketeers in 12 years last week. Going to see if he can't get this offense going. Caden Temple has yet to be targeted in the second half, dealing with that injury. Going to be interesting to see if that still stands. He's alone on the left side. Bannett's got two receivers on the right. Motioning Garrett Drury through. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Jones. He's scrambling out to his left, looking to throw. Now cutting up the field. He's going to be met for a sack. Scottsburg grabbing that ball once he was down, thinking that was a fumble, but he's going to be ruled down there. A great start to this drive.
No,
the Scottsburg defense.
They're giving to Scottsburg.
They're going to give them the fumble there, and what was already a bad day turns into a Kafka-esque nightmare for this Musketeer offense so far. 19-0 as the Scottsburg Warriors set back up with 8:12 to play in this one.
This is going to be a huge shutout on the eyes of the Warriors now heading into next week, the final regular season game of the year for each team tonight. Each team playing here in Indiana.
Yes.
So now
Scottsburg catching a very tough matchup next week with the Brownstown Central Braves, most likely your conference champion. As Bird takes a step back, airs the throw, and was pressured. Garrett Drury's going to have an interception. He's to the 20, trying to return it a little bit. He gets to the 25 before being tackled. Garrett Drury getting the ball back, and another turnover right back and forth. Both teams matching each other with 2 turnovers on the night.
we've seen that be a thing last week too. Turnover after turnover after turnover, giving the ball back to each other. It was kind of like a basketball game last week. Now we're turning it back into this game this week, except this one's not as close as it was last week. It's 19-0. Musketeers have another chance at life here. Let's see if they can turn things around.
Yeah, that ball was a duck there from the quarterback, Bird. Drury, the only guy relatively close to that one. Drury, almost like returning a punt on that one, a very aired out ball. Getting the ball back for the Musketeers. And once again, right back in that situation, trailing by 3 scores, Cody Bannett going to have to lead a few drives here to get the Musketeers back in this one. He's got 2 receivers off to the right. Drury, the lone one on the left. Bannett's in the backfield with Jones. Takes a high snap. Looks to throw. He's under pressure. Airs one to Drury. Drury looking to catch it. And that one is going to be batted down around the 40. A good play by the Scottsburg cornerback on that one. That would be number 10, Matthew Wicke on the coverage.
Nice bomb down the field from Bannett there, opening up his possession finally with a passing game. Not able to find what he wanted to, giving the ball back a little bit. Drury had it in his hands, but just got knocked out a little bit in the play. Now we're going to see if the second down can come up and be converted here.
Yeah, Garrett Drury trying to get his name in the highlight reel with an acrobatic catch, much like the one that Topi had earlier for the Warriors. We're going to have a timeout here for the Eastern side. 7:55 left in this game. Eastern trails the Warriors 19-0, and we will be right back after this message from our sponsors.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School. Following that Eastern timeout, the band doing their best effort to get this Eastern sideline hyped up a little bit to maybe fuel a late 4th quarter comeback here, Eli. Going to have a perfect drive here as Coach Dean losing a score sheet blown out onto the field. Not ideal there. Great, good thing it didn't get onto the Scottsburg sideline, but Eastern going to try to lead this 4th quarter comeback. Still need 3 scores and some stops. Bannett, 3 wide receivers off to the right. He hands off to Jones, flicks it back to Caden Temple. Caden Temple's got some room on the edge. Gets up for the first down and more. gets down to the 45 before being shoved out of bounds. And a great start for this drive for the Musketeers to convert and keep this one going.
Where has that one been all night? That one was a great gain there from the Musketeers. A 21-yard run there on the reverse for the Musketeers to Temple.
Yeah, that was an exciting one there. Jones taking the handoff was looking to be met by some Warriors defenders. Scottsburg biting on that one. Temple had all the room in the world to get a big gain on that one, all the way down to the Musketeer 46 with striking distance of the Warrior territory. Bannett back in the shotgun of Jones in the backfield again. Takes a snap, looks to throw. He's looking for Temple. Temple's got some room, and Temple is going to be overthrown again. Temple was about at the 20. Ball landed close to the 15. Not going to be quite the connection the Musketeers were looking for.
That pressure from the Warriors back secondary here was a problem. The defensive line got in the backfield very quickly, making Bannett speed up his passing process. Let one fly a little too strong over the head of Temple for the third time tonight, setting up a 2nd down and 10.
Feels like Eastern has been able to connect on a Caden Temple deep ball at least once a week, but haven't been able to get that big connection. That is, Caden Temple had been rarely targeted in the second half after being shooken up a little bit in that first half. Going to see what the call is for 2nd down. Bannett rolling out to throw. Jukes out a D lineman, trying to air one down, and he is going to take a very long sack here, all the way from the 46 to the 30, and that is not good for the Musketeers.
That's a very stressful situation for Dean in this Musketeer sideline. Now, that is the fourth sack of the night for the Warriors, allowing them to get in the backfield too much and setting up failure for the Musketeers.
3rd and probably not even on the call sheet is for the Musketeers here. 7 minutes to play in this one. 19-0 is your score for the Warriors. Hey, Cody Bannett trying to get his offense out where they're supposed to be. Drury trotting out to be the lone receiver on the left. 2 receivers on the right. And we're going to have another Musketeer timeout here, Eli. Let's get one score update here from that Salem-Charlestown game.
At Charlestown, that game's getting out of hand just like this one is here. Charlestown has expanded their lead, opened things up a little bit, 32-12 now over the Salem Lions at the Pirate ship. We're gonna see probably a big forward blowout there.
Eli, you're a silly Billy, dude. I mean, nothing to say other than that. Eastern, just 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go on this one. They're talking it out here. Got to be able to lead some drives down the field. Then a little bit of help probably from the special teams. Probably would need to get a couple onside kicks too.
Yes, they most likely will. It's 3rd and 26, and it's going to be a huge problem now if they cannot convert this one. It's obviously now it's 4-down territory no matter what part of the field you're on.
I mean, this has got to be a disappointing one for everyone on this Eastern side. I mean, the players, the fans, the coaching staff. I mean, you're coming into this game, Scottsburg scoring 56 points last week. And I mean, you're holding them to 19 here, and Eastern just has not been able to get in the end zone tonight. I mean, that's just got to be frustrating from a Musketeer standpoint.
It does. They're allowing too much in the backfield for the Warrior defense. It's causing troubles for the Bannett in his passing game. Like we saw a previous play, he got sacked, and it's now bringing up a 16-yard loss now. It's 3rd and 26.
We've got a new quarterback in the game, Caleb Pacheco, the freshman, taking over here. Going to see what he can do on 3rd and long. Takes a snap. Might have been a free play. There was a jump, and he is going to air one long. That one's going to be incomplete. No flag was on the play. Might have been a jump from the Scottsburg side, but that is going to be 4th and 26 here for Eastern. Going to see another punt here for the Musketeers.
We sure will. Pacheco in his first pass has a nice look to it. Overthrew him again. That's the plague tonight for the Musketeers, is overthrowing everybody.
Yeah, Pacheco, I'm sure of no relation to the Kansas City running back, coming in for his first play of the night. We haven't seen him in a while. I think the last time we would have saw him was the Crawford County game. Don't know if he's had any other snaps since then. But Cody Bannett returning to the field on 4th and 26 to punt this one. A high punt, maybe getting lost in the lights a little bit there. Bounces at the 35, a good Musketeer roll. Going to roll all the way down to the 24, and the Warriors are going to set up shop. They've got a couple more missions left in this one, and one of them is certainly to almost just run this clock out.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of slow pace offense here from the Warriors as the game's getting closer and closer, hitting triple zeros. Nothing working tonight for the Musketeers. A disappointing loss.
Yeah, Eastern has been a good offense all year long. This Scottsburg team has just had their number on both offense and defense. But, I mean, it feels wrong to even say that, Eli. The Musketeer defense has been very good at times tonight. It's just they would have had to hold them to 0 for them to have gotten anything out of this game so far.
They truly would have. Now it's 19-0. The Warriors have scored 3 times, but nothing too terrible.
Bird back out there, going to have a false start. Once again, Scottsburg having a lot of issues with the false starts tonight.
Yeah, they sure have, making that the 4th, 5th one tonight on Bird.
At least the 4th false start here tonight. I mean, not awesome there for Scottsburg, but I don't think they're going to lose much sleep about it if they get out of here with the win. But setting up I think we're going to have the flag. Going to see what's going on here. The ref's still talking it out.
Not sure what the
It's gonna
verdict.
be on the Musketeers on that one.
Encroachment, it looks like.
Where are we going here?
Oh, wait, did they call it unsportsmanlike conduct? I saw the referee sling both arms out to both sides.
15-yard penalty on the play as the Warriors get to the Musketeer 39 here. Bird looking for the snap once again, takes it, hands off to Shuck. Shuck gets up to the first down marker. He's still going to the 45, to the 40. Peyton Temple going to bring him down by the foot at the 40. He's going to fall forward to about the 38. Yet another good run for this Scottsburg offense.
Yeah, the 22, 24, 23-yard gain for Shuck right there. And it's setting them up in Musketeer territory now. Not looking to run this clock out. Didn't appear to be that. They're going quickly here.
Bird getting to the line of scrimmage early. Going to have a false start on this one. Last one wasn't a false start. That one certainly was. Going to move them back. I mean, that's one of the downfalls of running a hurry-up offense. Maybe deserving that one for still running the hurry-up offense at this point in the game. But going to see what comes out of this backup for the Warriors. Going to be a 1st and 15 now.
When I hurry up offense, you're subject to a false start penalty. Everybody scrambling around trying to find their positioning before that ball can be snapped. Kind of useless at this point for the Warriors to go quick offense, but they seem to be doing so anyway, looking to get more reps in.
Yeah, up 3 scores. I think that would be a mark where you'd maybe start trying to choose some clock, but not for this Scottsburg team so far. Bird takes the handoff. Shuck is going to be demolished there by Caleb King behind. Going to get a gain of about 1 or 2 on that one, but a huge play there from the Musketeers defensive end, Caleb King.
Caleb King making another stand when the ball is ran to his side, not allowing much ground to be made up. Only negative yards have been allowed on Caleb King's side of the ball.
He got very good separation there, getting disengaged from that offensive lineman to blow that one up. Now coming out of the game is Shuck. Re-entering is the senior Morgan. He's had a big night so far. Bird back in the shotgun, looking for the snap. Takes it. Hands off to Morgan. Morgan trying to bust outside. Gets outside. Caden Temple going to get another tackle here. Down at about the 40. Going to be back to the original line of scrimmage for about a 3rd and 10.
About a 5-yard pickup there. Not much of the ground made up for the Warriors just yet. We're going to see if they're going to make up keep the offense on the field for some more reps for their backups.
3rd and 11 here. 4:50 left in this one. Scottsburg still leading 19-0. I mean, Musketeers wish it was 19-10 at this point, but we're going to see what the 3rd and long call is here from Coach Mullins. Bird back in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers off to the right. Topi's the lone on the left. Morgan in the backfield. He gets the handoff. He's going to be met early by Nathaniel McBride and Perez on the play to get this Scottsburg team off the field.
Sure will. Now it's a little more crunch time for the Musketeer offense as they're still down 19 points. Don't see a comeback in the near future, but at least get some points on the board to make it look a little more presentable.
Yeah, you got to be able to start building momentum towards next week. Got to have a short-term memory, maybe coming into this one a little too high off of last week. Scottsburg, in a mind-boggling one, going to be going for here on 4th and 17. Getting a jump there from Caleb King. Going to set up a 4th and 12 now. Jumping off sides was Caleb King on that one.
He allowed only negative yards on his side of the ball, now giving them 5 yards back. Struggling on the defensive end again for the Musketeers.
Still going for it here is Scottsburg. Maybe a mind-boggling one with just 4 minutes to play and a 3-score lead, but going to see what the call is from Coach Mullins. Maybe just going to burn down the time here, trying to get their play cards up. They've got a lot of signals over there on the sideline, Eli. Bird takes the snap, looks to throw, pressured by Caleb King as he throws. Going to be thrown to Bowling. Bowling's not going to be able to get 2 hands on that one, and that's going to be a turnover on downs there from Scottsburg.
Now let's see if the Musketeers can come in here and action make something out of these next drive they have ensuing. For Bannett, let's see if Bannett comes on the field or we're going to see Pacheco. Like you said, no relation to the Kansas City running back. But, yeah, we're going to see if Pacheco comes on the field rather than Bannett this time, as we're going to see if we get back up more reps.
Pacheco trotting back out onto the field for this one. He's going to get a couple more drives here. Maybe not quite going to be the returning starter next year, as Cody Bannett still has a senior year ahead of him, but these reps are going to be ever so crucial, as he might be the future for the Musketeers at that quarterback position.
He sure will. It's nice to see what the future holds for this Musketeer program now that Bannett only has 1 more year remaining after this one.
We'll see if maybe Pacheco can get something going, maybe stage a coup in the quarterback room, but Pacheco takes the snap, hands off to Jones. Jones getting up to about the 40 on the play. Going to be a second and about 8 now.
About a 2-3 yard run there for the Musketeers. Warriors.
Musketeers.
Yeah. Musketeers, yeah.
Been a long night.
It has been a long night. It's confusing and loss of words.
Speechless Eli Guthrie is. 2nd and 7 here. 3:11 left in this one. Warriors still lead by 19 over the Musketeers for all of you listening at home. Pacheco bringing his team back out of the huddle, trying to get a little bit out of this game, build some momentum for the Charlestown game next week. That is senior night for the Musketeers. Trying to motion jury through, taking a low snap. He didn't even call for that snap on that one. Got a timeout for Eastern. We've got a frustrated Musketeer team right now. We're going to take a short break, just like the Musketeers, and we'll be back for the rest of the 4th quarter.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School for this one-sided affair here underneath the Friday night lights. The Scottsburg Warriors looking to finish off the Eastern Musketeers with 2:49 to play. They lead 19-0 as the Musketeers getting a timeout before that bobbled snap. Freshman Caleb Pacheco still trying to lead the offense to maybe get a little bit of momentum going in to next week's game versus Charlestown. Pacheco in the shotgun, looking for the snap. He takes it. Hands off to Jones. Jones tries to get up the middle. Gets met by a lot of Warriors, setting up maybe a 3rd and 5 at the best. Probably more like a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 coming up for the Musketeers now.
Yeah,
Nope.
3rd and 4. Ended up getting a better spotting there. But, I mean, still, the running game hasn't really been able to get going. Braden Jones normally breaking one off every week, not getting one of his prototypical days at the office. Pacheco takes the snap, hands off to Jones again. I mean, he's going to get early on that one for another short gain. I mean, it's hard for Braden Jones to get something going. I mean, they know they're running the ball.
Yeah, they are. It's very tough because Pacheco's not wanting to throw the ball very often when he is on the field because his throwing game hasn't been quite developed over his short time.
That is not good for the Musketeers as Braden Jones comes limping off, getting hurt. Under 2 minutes to go in a meaningless game now for the Musketeers. That's going to be something to monitor Braden Jones, see if he will be good to go next week for the Charlestown game, hoping he is good to go. But Pacheco, minute 35 left. He takes the snap, hands off to McBride now. McBride gets met at the line for this 1st and 10. Going to be now maybe a 2nd and 9.
Yes, maybe a 2nd and 9 coming up for the Musketeers. Not quite what we're looking for from McBride. Pointless expedition down to the other side of the field now. The clock nearly under a minute to go in this game, far from wrapping up.
Minute 8 left in this one. Scottsburg still leads 19-0. Eastern not being able to find the end zone this week. A valiant effort from the defense trying to hold the Warriors. But alas, Pacheco takes the snap, fakes the handoff to McBride, keeps it himself, and he is met by a mound of Warriors defenders. And that was going to take this under 45 seconds as the Musketeers might just start taking this one back to the locker room. 1 or 2 more plays left in this one.
Sure is. The play clock is below the game clock, so they'll be required to at least snap the ball one more time. This shutout is going to be happening here in Eastern.
Pacheco leading his team back out there. 25 seconds left. 3rd and 11. Takes the snap. Hands off to McBride. Bobbles it a little bit. Trying to get outside. Gets up past the 50. Gets out of bounds maybe. Think the clock might stay running. Didn't quite maybe get shoved out of bounds. That's going to be the last play of this one. The Scottsburg Warriors move to 5-3 on the year. And on the flip side, the Musketeers fall to 3-5. Not able to get the second series win versus the Scottsburg Warriors as they fall 19-0, Eli.
They sure do. Following some big events coming up now in the IHSAA world. Sunday, following college and NFL football in those next 2 days, we have the IHSAA sectional draw on IHSAATV.net at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on that time on Sunday, October 8th. Then next week, we see the season finale for Eastern versus Charlestown Senior Night, and then we have Scottsburg taking on Brownstown at Scottsburg, their Senior Night as well. We're seeing some good matchups next week.
Yeah, I got to see Eastern bouncing back next week, still with 2 games to play guaranteed, 1 regular season, and at least 1 more sectional game. Let's get a good recap in here, Eli. I don't want to have a very long post-game show here tonight after that game.
Yeah, nothing crazy to talk about here in this game. Musketeers had very limited options on what they did tonight. Nothing too wild. They gave up very little. They had very little success on the offensive end, quite a bit of success on the defensive end, spurts, different areas of the game. Nothing wild to talk about. Scottsburg just manhandled them all the way.
Yeah, if someone would have stopped me on my way into the stadium tonight and told me that Eastern would hold Scottsburg to just 19 points following that offensive explosion they had last week, I probably would have thought the Musketeers would have won this game tonight or at least been very close in this game tonight. But, neither of those things ended up happening. Eastern struggling on the offensive side of the ball tonight. Defense was great. Offense just couldn't get it going here tonight, Eli.
They sure could not, and they play like this next week. They're going to struggle even more because Charlestown's a different animal to that team. Rather than tonight for the Warriors, Musketeers are going to struggle playing against the Pirates, struggling like that next week. We couldn't put them even further down the 19.
Charlestown, just 1 year removed from winning the Mid-Southern Conference last year. I believe that they dispatched the Salem Lions tonight. I guess 1 positive out here tonight if you're an Eastern fan. But Eastern looking to get back in the win column next week versus Charlestown to move to 4 wins on the year. If you're just joining us, I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here from Eastern High School. Thank you for listening.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on. Keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
If you're looking for the best Mexican food, stop in today at El Camino in Salem. And don't forget to stop in before the game or come in up until 10 p.m. on Friday or Saturday. Come in during lunch for great specials during the week starting at just $5.65. The Speedy Gonzalez for $5.65. A taco lunch, $5.65. The quesadilla or enchilada lunch for just $5.65. Or try your choice of lunch fajitas for $9.95 or the burrito zapata. New menu coming soon at El Camino in Salem, and they're hiring servers. Weekly specials specials include Tuesday's taco special. Buy 3, get 1 free. And Sundays, kids' meals are half price. Whether you stop in before or after the game, El Camino's is something for everyone in the family. Open till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and weekdays 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Stop in at 403 South Main Street in Salem, or call ahead at 812-586-0199 for carryout.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Corden, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge